thank everyone for being here this evening. Thank you for your patience as we are working. This is an exciting time for the city of Dallas as a whole, and also a very exciting time for District 4. As the council member of District 4, I was elected in last year, June 2025. We took the seat, and we've been working very diligently with our city manager, with our economic development staff, Mr. Kevin Spat, and we've done something that is tremendously awesome, and we're going to do something great for our veterans in District 4. I've been a council member for 8 months, and I'm grateful that in the short time, we're working with our staff and the council just voted to ensure that this project is a reality. We've been in communications, which they will have words today, with the Veteran Community Project. They will provide much needed transitional housing for veterans experiencing homelessness in a perfect location right across the street from our VA Medical Center. The VCP Village in Dallas will transform a long vacant city-owned property on South Lancaster Road in an intentional community serving veterans through individual small residential housing units while providing wraparound support. VCP is a national nonprofit organization based out of Kansas City with a proven track record of delivering and operating these villages. This is a very special moment. I believe that no veteran should be homeless. If you serve this country and put your life on the line to make sure that we have freedom, and it's sometimes freedoms that many take advantage of, we should take care of our veterans. And so this project was very dear to my heart. If you serve this country and put your life on the line to make sure that we have freedom, and it's sometimes freedoms that many take advantage of, we should take care of our veterans. And so this project was very dear to my heart. I just got married in September 21st, 2024. My wife is a veteran, and she served our country. And today, standing with me is 2 of my council members, Councilmember West and Councilmember Resendez, who are veterans. They served this country, and they continue to serve our communities and the city of Dallas. So I want to thank the VCP team who will be speaking in a few minutes. I want to thank Kevin Spat, city manager, and her entire team. This is what building the community with the community looks like. This is what real change looks like. This is what supporting our veterans look like. And again, our veterans who have served this community, it is our job to take care of our veterans the same way they have taken care of us. So as the council member of District 4, we are proud to announce that we'll have 50 homes for our veterans, a community center for our veterans, and they will also have their own park, a gated community, state-of-the-art, right across the street from the Veterans Hospital. What a wonderful partnership this will be, and what an awesome time this is going to be for our veteran community. At this time, I want to turn it over to my colleague, Chair West. Mr. Jaime Resendez, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jaime Resendez. I'm a city council member. Obviously, I represent District 5 in Southeast Dallas, but it's not too far from District 4. We're neighbors, and the VA hospital is a straight shot on Loop 12. So thank you so much, Councilmember Johnson, for your leadership on this project and for bringing us together today. As someone who served in the Army, this issue isn't abstract to me. It's personal. The men and women we're talking about today are not statistics. They are people I stood beside, people I trained with, people who carry the same weight of service and sacrifice, and yet too often their struggles are unseen. As a society, we're quick to honor veterans for their courage, discipline, and sacrifice. We celebrate them at ceremonies, in parades, and on holidays. But too often, we stop there. We don't always match that gratitude with the sustained investment needed to support them in their daily lives, especially when it comes to stable housing, meaningful employment, and access to care. That's why projects like Veterans Village at Patriots Crossing matter so much. This is more than a housing development. It's a community designed with intention, a place where veterans can find stability, access services, rebuild connections, and begin the next chapter of their lives with dignity. This is exactly the kind of investment we need to be making. And it will be especially meaningful to see this project move forward directly across from the VA, knowing that every time I go there for appointments or services, I'll be reminded of the investment being made in the veterans and residents of this community. I'm proud to stand with Councilmember Johnson in support of this effort, and I'm grateful to Veterans Community Project and all of those working to make it a reality. Thank you so much.
Now we'll hear from Councilmember West.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson, for your leadership and your passion in bringing this together with our advocates. During my service in the Army and many years afterwards as an Army combat veteran, I've met thousands of military veterans. We all have one thing in common with each other and with everyone else. You know what it is? We need a house. For many veterans, especially those who have experienced homelessness at one point or another, finding a home is a challenge. The most recent official nationwide point-in-time count estimated that nearly 33,000 veterans were experiencing homelessness on any given single night in the United States. And vets now account for 5% of all adults experiencing homelessness nationwide. Today, thanks to the people in this room, we chip away at that daunting statistic. Thanks to the visionary work of the Veterans Community Project, to the creativity and can-do spirit of our Office of Economic Development under the leadership of Kevin Spath, and to the diligence and the passion of my colleague, Councilmember Maxie Johnson, and to Jude Akpunku, many veterans right here in Dallas are soon going to have a new home. We owe our veterans more than our thanks. We owe them a home. Today, Dallas is delivering one. Thank you.
Our city manager is still working. She allowed her chief of staff to come, so he is representing the city manager's office. Chief of Staff, Amagri.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson. Thank you, Chairman West, and thank you, Councilmember Resendez, for your leadership to make sure that this comes to light. We're giving 50 different veterans the opportunity to get 50 homes. So this is very important to our community. We want to make sure that we are continuing to serve our veterans who served our country. And thank you again, Councilman Johnson, Chairman Johnson, for your leadership and your vision in making this happen. Also to our world-renowned economic development team, thank you for your leadership in working with the councilman to carry out this vision under the leadership of Director Kevin Spath, Heather, the assistant director there. Thank you for your leadership, and we appreciate everything that you do.
We have, before we bring the team of the Veterans Community Project, we're going to hear from Mr. Brian and Jude and his entire team. We have two of our community members here that served, stand by my side every day and was supported, making sure that we were getting this project done with communication. We have our chair for our Democratic Party, who is also a veteran, Mr. Gardal Coleman, if you would come and have words. Also, Minister Dominique Alexander of Next Generation Action Network.
Well, good afternoon. I'm honored to be here, honored to be a part of this project. I'm also honored to serve on the Veterans Commission for the City of Dallas in District 4, where this project will take place. As the council member said, veterans need homes. And so as a 8-year U.S. Army veteran, I'm proud to stand and know that this project will be happening in 75216, an area that has long been overlooked, but also a parcel of land that has not always been done correctly by the city. So I think this is not just something for our veterans, but this is a restorative justice project for all of our city. And so I want to commend the leadership of this project and all who have made this possible, the development team, Chairman Johnson, and my fellow Army soldiers as well who are here as well. So thank you all for being a part of this project. I look forward to the end of the project where all 50 individuals will be placed in their home. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Minister Dominic Alexander, President of the Next Generation Action Network. Today, I am grateful to stand here at Dallas City Hall alongside my Councilman Maxie Johnson and community leaders to talk about something that is long overdue for our community. Permanent supportive housing is a real investment into our veterans and unhoused community. As the president of the Next Generation Action Network, but also someone who was born and raised in 75216, the best zip code in the city of Dallas, I want to personally say this is not just a statistic. This is not just a policy conversation. These are peoples, our families, our veterans, our community members who deserve dignity and stability and opportunity. For years, promises have been made to Southern Dallas, and they have gone unanswered. Today, I am very grateful to stand here today to say we have come up with the start, not the finish, but the start that can bring a real conversation of how we can address our unhoused population. In justice world, we tell people all the time, language justice mean things. And we always practice to tell people, don't call them homeless, call them our unhoused community. They are a part of our community. When you continue to say that, that changes the eco-space of your mind. They are people, they are human beings. And right now in America, where there's so much political discord about people who live on the street, it's important to understand that they are an extension to our community. I want to say thank you, Councilman Maxie Johnson, for being able to deliver this project in such a short time that you've been on the council. Your leadership is deserving, and our community is truly grateful for everything that you are doing in such a short time. I hope that everybody see what's going on today, and 75216 is finally rising up. Thank you.
I want to bring the Veterans Community Project team up. You guys come up, Mr. Meyer, and he's going to introduce his entire team. This is something, again, that's phenomenal. Change is happening in District 4, and I want to thank my community for trusting me once again to continue to be a servant in our community. Mr. Brian is going to take us further, but we wouldn't be doing this without his leadership and expertise. Thank you.
Just really quickly, because I knew for the second the councilman said it that my team would not come up here with me and be recognized. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. My name is Brian Meyer. I am the CEO, one of the co-founders of Veterans Community Project. One of the other co-founders of the project, one of the less important ones, is Mark Solomon. He's back there. You can raise your hand. I also have Ben Hendershot, our Executive Director of National Expansion, and Janice, our Director of Development, and also an adopted member of the team, Jude. Jude? Everybody in the room knows you. No introductions needed. Councilman, thank you for your vision on this. Thank you for your forthrightness. I truly approve and appreciate how quickly you move when you decide you want to do something, because this came together very quickly. Also, wouldn't have been possible without Kevin and Heather, who have been mentioned. So really quickly, at Veterans Community Project, our mission statement is veterans housing veterans armed with the strength and support of the community. And I just want to say what that means real quick. When myself, the other co-founders of this organization started this thing in Kansas City, the only thing we knew is that we were all veterans, and we knew the existing programs and resources out there for veterans were not up to the standard we wanted as veterans. So we undertook the idea to try to do something different, to try to build something different, something that as veterans we would want for other veterans. How do we take them from the street, not just put a roof over their head, but address the underlying issues of homelessness, get them back on their feet, transition them back out into the community. And that's where the initial idea for Veterans Community Project came from. That's the first part, veterans housing veterans. The second part is the more important part, armed with the strength and support of community. We also know that we couldn't do it on our own. No matter how hard we worked and how hard we tried, we would need the community's support. We would need visionary leaders at a municipal level, and we would need community partners to step up and help us. We're a nonprofit. There's no gain here. We want other people to feel that, and how hard we tried, we would need the community's support. We would need visionary leaders at a municipal level, and we would need community partners to step up and help us. We're a nonprofit. There's no gain here. We want other people to feel that vision. We need people to step forward like our great, right now already we're just getting started. We have incredible architect partners right here. Look at the name right here at the bottom. All of it. Right now they're doing it pro bono. They're donating this because they're members of this Dallas community and they realize they should be involved in this. So really today, when I get excited about what drives my passion for this project is the simple idea that so often we look at unhoused veterans, veterans near homelessness, and we think about, oh, that's a VA problem. That's a federal government thing. That's something outside my reach and scope. But what we're all doing here today is saying, Dallas is not okay with having homeless veterans in our community. And we're not gonna sit around and wait for somebody else to do something about it. As a community, we're gonna come together because these veterans sleep in Dallas streets, Dallas parks. There are mothers, brothers, sisters, neighbors, and we don't have to wait on somebody else. And that's really what we're doing here today. And it is just a start, right? We're gonna raise some money to build this thing, but at the end of the day, what Dallas is gonna have is they're gonna have the best program in the United States for veterans that are either at risk or homeless or unhoused. This will be the best program in the United States for that, and I hope Dallas can be as proud of that as anything else. Thank you.
Jude, come up. I met Jude at Concord Baptist Church, and I said, I need you to do something for me. Our veterans should not be homeless. It was a burden on me, and when I brought him in, he said, I know exactly who to contact. We're gonna make this happen for you. So I want you guys to hear from Jude because without him, none of this would be.
Good afternoon, team. I want to thank the council member first and foremost for his vision, his clairvoyance to see this to fruition. I was fortunate enough to go to law school and have it paid for by the Pat Tillman Foundation, where I wrote an essay where I wrote about eradicating homelessness in the city of Dallas many moons ago. And when I was fortunate enough to meet the council member in District 4, where I live and have a home in, I asked him, I was like, hey sir, how can I help? And the first thing he told me was, let's do something for the veterans. Let's do something for the vets. I knew Brian Meyer and the VCP team. I met them 2 years earlier at the restaurant that I own, and I connected the dots. I said, sir, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna do something great for the homeless, for the veterans experiencing homelessness in the city of Dallas. Fast forward, here we are with the help of Heather, with the help of Kevin, and with the help of the council member and his whole staff. We're at City Hall, and we voted on something great for the veterans. Wraparound services, 50 community homes. That's something excellent, that's something that's to be celebrated, especially in District 4. So I thank you all for being here. I thank the council member for giving me a podium, a platform to speak about this, and thank you so much.
Once again, to the city manager, Kim Tolbert, to our mayor, and to this awesome economic development team, Kevin and Heather, you guys have delivered once again. I remember meeting with you and Kevin started smiling. He said, let's see if this is going to come to fruition. It's like a dream come true, and it came. We're here. And so, again, thank you so much to our media, to everyone that came this morning or this evening to celebrate our veterans. You're going to see real change happen. In the month of August, we'll be doing a celebration on that land, and there shortly you will begin to see projects and dirt moving. So I want to thank you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask this time.
Brian kind of mentioned this, just with the community buy-in, like how confident are you in the ability of the city to fundraise to actually make this happen?
I didn't hear you say.
How confident are you in the community's ability to fundraise to actually make what's on those easels reality?
Very confident. The Veteran Community Project is a national organization. They have done this several times. Their reputation precedes them. And so all I'll do is I'll bring Mr. Meyer up, and he can talk more about this, but we are very confident. We've had countless of conversations working with City Manager Tolbert, her staff, Kevin Spat, his staff, and so we're very confident that this is going to happen very soon. So, but I want Mr. Meyer to come up to talk more about those donations.
Ooh, I mean, I think I can keep it pretty short. Throughout this process, we've had some initial trips down here and meetings and met with some people, and I am very confident that Dallas's philanthropic community cares about its veterans. I've been to a lot of cities, I've had a lot of discussions, and I have a very high level of confidence in Dallas supporting this project. Without trying, not without trying, I shouldn't say that, sorry, Janice. We've already received some substantial donations just to get us kick-started. But it's a great point because now I get a plug. We are a nonprofit organization and we rely on community donations. And if you're interested or know somebody who's interested, please visit our website, veteranscommunityproject.org or vcp.org. Reach out to us directly. We'd love to talk to you. Thank you.
Sure, I would like to bring Kevin Spat, our Economic Development Director. You know you weren't gonna get away.
Where are we now?
How many questions are we gonna do? Sorry, what was the question?
Can you talk about the city's specific role today regarding the land and also what, if any, role the city will have going forward?
So the city is contributing the land at no cost. And that's through a Chapter 380 Economic Development Agreement as allowed by state law. It's a new function or feature of our city policies regarding incentives. And at this point, there are no other city funds committed to the project.
Does the city maintain ownership of the land, or is the land yours?
So when VCP is able to raise $4 million and demonstrate a business model that can sustain over the 20-year operating period, then the city will convey the land and title to VCP, and VCP will be obligated to operate the village for 20 years. If VCP fails to do that and we find them in default and it goes uncured, then we have a right of reversion to take the property back.
It's not gonna happen. It's right across the street from the Veterans Hospital. In District 4, that land has been vacant for over a decade. Have some challenges in that area. I served as a school board trustee for Dallas ISD, and this was part of my school board district. And I saw some of the challenges that we were having. And I also saw, as a pastor and a council member, some of our unhoused community that were veterans. And speaking with my wife and having several conversations with Jude and some of my colleagues, we just knew that this was the right space for us to be. When we talk about a promise made, promise kept, our city is tired of hearing promises but no results. And so one of the things that I want to do as a council member is bring real results to District 4. And this is a vision that has come to pass. This is Councilman Johnson and this council saying, we're hearing what's going on in our city. We're supporting our veterans, and this is the perfect location, right by DART. So any of our veterans that need support, they can come right by the Veterans Hospital, get off on a DART train, go right across the street and talk to someone that's a part of the VCP team. Also the partnership with the Veteran Hospital. So this is the perfect location, right across the street. All of this resource that they need, the wraparound support that they need, they don't have to go far. It's right there in their hands. So that's why it was so important, and it's in District 4. So that's why it was very important to make this happen in our district.
What's the full amount needed to be raised, and what is the goal to break ground?
I'm gonna bring Mr. Meyer back.
Right now, we're estimating about a $15 million blended capital campaign. The break ground amount will be around the $4 million mark that Kevin previously mentioned.
And what's your goal for when to break ground?
Tomorrow, but we do have to go out and engage the community, and one of the lessons we've learned over time is it's not a good idea for us to go solicit direct donations until after days like today happen, just in case something were to go wrong. But that'll be the next step. So.
And how are veterans identified for when?
Yeah, so for anybody who didn't hear, that was how do we identify veterans for these homes? So one thing that I do want to point out, we're directly across the street from the VA. That's extremely important. But I also need to note that there are a lot of people who stood up, raised their right hand to serve our country, took that oath, that do not qualify for VA programs and services, and there's a lot of nuance there. One of the reasons that we privately fundraise, instead of maybe hitting an easy button and taking some federal or VA funding, is because we serve every single person who took their hand and took that oath, right? So we cast a wider net for one. So we serve veterans, whether they're VA eligible or not. That's not your actual question. I'll land the plane, I'm sorry. Identification of veterans, we're going to do that through community partnerships. So we want to plug in and be a piece of the existing ecosystem of existing homeless service providers, get those referrals from the VA, and then also we have street outreach teams whose job it is to go out and identify veterans who may be sleeping on the street, sleeping in the parks, engage them, build trust, and then eventually, invite them to come stay in one of our villages.
We have time for 2 more questions. How many cities is this going on, Mr. Meyer? How many cities has VCP?
This will be number 7.
Number 7. Once again, I want to thank our media for coming out. Again, this is a great day in Dallas, where we're going to be taking care of our veterans in District 4. We will have another celebration in August that we will send out, because we want to make sure that our community is here. And we also had some veterans here this morning from American Legion Post 292. And so I see them, Brother Keith, I see them still here. If you guys would come up with me, please. And before we leave, I want to have them address our community. They are working in our community alongside with the council member, and I called them. We are very excited about this, and this is just the right opportunity and the right time to do what's right by our veterans. So, Brother Keith.
Good evening. I want to thank Councilman Johnson for this awesome task that he's taken on in District 4 and in that area. The homeless population for veterans I'm looking for a word, it's outrageous. We sign up, we go out, we give our lives. Some of us don't make it back. And when we get back, the resources that we require are very limited. So programs like this is much needed and way overdue. And I commend Councilman Johnson for putting this together to make this happen for the veterans that are so unfortunate. It's a tremendous task to reorientate yourself with civilian life
after going to war. This is needed, and thank you.
Thank you. This ends our press conference. Thank you guys so much for coming.